I hope you're all having an amazing day. Here we are, the three of us, ready to give you your fast 30-minute holiday blast with quick tips that are going to transform your 2021. So to start us out today is Ronnie Loaiza.
Ching ching! I've started the holidays. Little Cuban rum. Hi everyone, my name is Ronnie Loaiza. I'm a fitness plan designer and certified personal trainer. And today we're gonna have a little bit of fun because we know that we're gonna have a few holiday drinks. And I've got some mocktails for the teetotalers as well, because we can't always all drink or we space it out, but I'll get into that. So what I'd like to do is, since we're going to go to some Zoom holiday parties and everybody's got their little drink in front of them, my sister told me today she's attending an office party on Zoom. All right, so we're gonna talk about the worst drinks, the better drinks, and then some alternatives or how you can switch back and forth so that you don't get wasted. And this is mostly about the waistline and the calories, okay? Not the sugars, not getting drunk, not hangovers. We're talking about fitness and weight and how you can control it and have fun and enjoy your drinks, all right? So let's look at this PowerPoint that Gisela was so wonderful to make up for us, just so you can go along with me. Let's hit the worst ones. Now, I know we don't go to the beach during the holidays, or maybe you do, and normally you might think, Ronnie, we don't really hit the daiquiris and the frozen margaritas. Well, you know what? I have found out. Yeah, you do. You put a blender or you put somebody around a blender and they're making frozen margaritas and daiquiris. So those are really high in calories and high in sugar. And sugar is not what makes you drunk, by the way. I used to think that. Those are congeners, but we'll get into that in a second. Long Island iced tea, look at this. Mix all these alcohols, 500 calories per 8 ounces. So stay away from the Long Islands. Strawberry daiquiris, 478 calories per 12 ounces. Look at the sugar, 64 grams. All right, that's like drinking a slushie. Pina colada, I've got my rum right here. I would rather you have a nice jigger of good rum, which is only like 64 calories, than these mixed creamy drinks or sugary drinks. Now, cream. I love my Baileys. I love my Kahlua and creams. They're really nice. I even have Godiva chocolate liqueur, okay? But they're really, really hefty. And it's kind of hard to get drunk on that, but we're talking about calories, okay? And we're talking about sugar. So, that is misspelled. That's supposed to be mudslides. So I think Gisela got into one of those mudslides. No, I'm just teasing. It's not a midslide. It's a mudslide. I don't know if you've ever had one. Have you guys, Beth or Gisela?
Yeah.
I sure have. You're right.
All my favorite drinks are on the bad list, but
a mudslide is like a week's worth of desserts in one. And it is so good. So that might be a thing. You might have a half a mudslide at a dinner party as your dessert. I don't know if it's an all adult thing. So mudslides really heavy on the cream. Now, look at this, 265 calories per half a cup. That's nothing. It's a bit different. Some people make eggnog with brandy, some with rum, some with bourbon. And we'll get into the dark ones, but the Brandy Alexanders, I love those. I didn't know that they were so much. Okay, not so bad. Kahlua and cream, only 120 calories. Kahlua and milk, even less. If you've ever had a Smith & Kearns, why do I know all this? Smith & Kearns is a white Russian with some club soda, and it's actually really good. Bailey's on the rocks. Have a little Bailey's. It's really good. Have a little Godiva liqueur on the rocks and just sip it. That's much better. Craft beer. Really good stuff, but gunky and really high in calories, as opposed to a light beer or even a regular beer that's not a craft beer. All right, so let's go to the better news. Now that you know what the worst alcoholic drinks are, okay? Just remember, sugary drinks and creamy drinks are just our enemies, okay? The best drinks. Oh my God. Yes, and the three of us are going to open this afterwards so we can share it virtually. All right, so cheers, better alcoholic drinks. Tequila Silver Blanco, 100% agave. If you're not a tequila drinker, oh, well, we'll find something else. There's gin, there's vodka, there's other ones that are straight liqueurs, okay? But tequila, 100% agave is only 69 calories. Much better than a cocktail with tequila. Tequila sunrises, any kind of cocktail is going to add on the mixers and the sugar. So it's better that you have a really great high-end quality drink, a good, like, where's my Jameson? you know, a nice little jigger, a nice little shot, then all these cocktails, it's the mixers and the sugar that will get you in the calories. All right. Dry vermouth is 105 calories. Just really sip it and really enjoy it. Liqueur on the rocks, what I just talked about. It's the mixers that'll kill you. It can go all the way from 100 to 300 calories more. So straight or on the rocks, much better choice. So a nice quality drink. Red wine isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Again, we're talking calories, so it depends on the red wine, but only 1 5-ounce red wine is 100 calories. The problem, as we all know, is if we drink more than 1 or 2. And it's hard to like guzzle red wine. So if you have a high quality red wine, you're not going to drink 2, 3, 4, 5. We're talking about dinner or just sipping while waiting for dinner or enjoying a nice Zoom party or with your pod. All right. Champagne, not bad. A flute is 6 ounces, but you don't fill it to the rim. At least I hope you don't. Most bartenders and hosts and hostesses only fill it up with a little bit of space. It's about 4 ounces. 4 ounces is only 85 calories. Now, people always ask me, yeah, but Ronnie, doesn't that have a lot of sugar? Well, this is where we're going to get into the mocktails. I just learned that phrase, mocktail. So let's go ahead and put it on that slide. It's so beautiful. Really nice and sophisticated black. The mocktails, space out your drinks. It's the best thing to do for your health, for your brain, for your brain cells, all right? And also to keep you from losing your inhibition, because that's what happens to a lot of us. It's not so much just the one drink that has all these calories, it's that we tend to drink and then we lose a little bit of inhibition and control. By the way, alcohol has congeners. That's a compound that forms while it's being distilled or it's fermenting. That's really what gets into our head. And that's really what upsets a lot of people's stomachs. I always used to think it was sugar. No, it's not the sugar in your head. It's the congeners. And they're in greater amounts in the darker alcohols or liqueurs, the dark rums, the bourbons, the dark beer. Yes, gin, vodka, the lighter ones, those have congeners, but not heavy and not as high in amount. Okay, if you want to know that. But that's what gets you a little bit, a little bit, what's the word? Buzzed or drunk. So space out your cocktails. One of my favorites, and it's one of my favorites year round, is cranberry and soda and a nice champagne flute. People don't know you're not drinking, Chambord and champagne, and it looks really pretty. Put a little sliver of lime, like the rind, make it look pretty. People want to make drinks look festive, but you don't have to depend on the actual look of the drinks. When you go online and you see all these great I saw one drink that was made out of crushed up peppermint and chocolate and all these cocktail liqueurs. And I was like, okay, that's pretty, but that's a lot of calories. What you should do to dress up your cocktails is the flute or the glass or the accessories, the napkins, all the decorations on the table, on your coffee table. Don't just think, well, this cocktail looks really cool. Grape juice or any other soda is a really good alternative. Pre-made lemonade. I have seen really sparkly, fizzy lemonade that's already made, but that's got a lot of sugar, like at Trader Joe's. So not to take away from Trader Joe's, but you might want to make your own great lemonade, nice and tart with a little sugar or stevia, and then put in the club soda or the seltzer water. Martinelli's, but watch the sparkly already pre-made drinks because they have a lot of sugar. Club soda and lime. Space it out if you have a drink, and then have mineral water or club soda or water. Some people don't like water in between drinks, so maybe club soda with something. Switch it out. Again, we talked about inhibition, congener sugar, and water. Space out your drinks. So enjoy your holiday cheer. Really have fun with it, okay? But high end is what I really, really recommend if you're going to have anything at all. I mean, you're going to hate me, you're going to slap me, you're going to tweet me and email me. I hope so. But why waste your calories and your drinks on something really cheap and not worth it? Like, okay, don't hate me. Rum and Diet Coke. I mean, we're not in college anymore. You're not drinking to get drunk. You're drinking to enjoy the cocktail, to enjoy the taste, to enjoy the nice little buzz. Yes, enjoy with your friends and partake. But if you're going to do it, watch the calories, drink in between, and drink something high end. All right. Okay. So that's it for me. I just wanted to have fun and give you some really useful tips for the holidays and beyond in 2021. And Beth, you are going to help me and help everybody else have a clarity of mind, not because of alcohol or lack of alcohol, but because You know how to set your mindset to managing your budget during the holidays.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. And all my favorite drinks are on the bad list, but it's okay. I only have a margarita every now and then. So
on the rocks, it's the best.
Yeah,
margarita on the rocks. There you go.
Awesome. So I'm going to talk to you guys about money. Just to recap for a second, we talked about your money mindset, that everybody has some limiting beliefs, that they come to us from childhood. They come to us from cartoons and, movies that we've watched over the years. They come to us from relationships and just experiences. Now, I want to give you the good news that you can change it. You can improve your relationship with money. It takes some digging. It's a little bit of archaeological. I want you to know that it's a process. It's not a one and done. You just keep working at it. It's kind of like layers, like parfait have layers. It's just the same way. You work on one layer, and then you might have to work on another layer over time. But the first thing that I would have you guys do is, if you're not quite sure, like, people tell me, Beth, I love money. My relationship with money is great. I don't have any issues with money. But then when they start really digging in, or I say something, they'll just say, well, it's really hard. Money's hard to come by, for example. Or here's a really good example. Let's say that your neighbor got a brand new car. If some jealousy kind of creeps in, like, man, I could never afford that car, then you've got some things to work on, because your mindset is about, they can afford it, but I can't. And maybe the truth is you can't, but that, hey, it must be nice, those types of things. And so a lot of our poor relationship is with ourselves. It's a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. So most people that have problems with their money relationship need to work on self-love and self-worth. So here's a couple of tips I'm going to give you. The first one is, I want you to do just a journal dump. And the prompt that I want to give you is, people with money are, and then I want you to just write a page or two and keep digging in and keep digging in. And then you're going to go back and reread. And if there's anything that's kind of negative around money, like if you come up with, people with money are selfish, for example, or, they're not as caring as others, or things like that, that those are some things to work on. Okay. The next thing so now you kind of have some ideas, and that's why I'm talking about layers. So this is like the first layer to uncover and to work on. There's so many techniques, but the next one everybody can benefit from is working on self-love. And this was a huge one for me. So here's what I want everyone to do later on. I want you to go in the bathroom mirror, look at yourself right in the eyes, and I want you to tell yourself how amazing you are. The first time I ever did that, I just stared at myself, and I couldn't think of one nice thing to say to myself, because I had just a problem with self-worth and self-love. And I had a bad relationship with my dad, which really needed working on. And it took me 2.5 years of really working on just that situation before now I can look in and I say, I'm smart and I'm capable and I'm amazing. And, I'm a good mother, I'm a good sister and friend, and all of these things. But the first time I did it, I looked at it myself, and finally I just said, you have nice hair, which is how lame is that, right? So I want you to know that if the first time you do it and you look at yourself and you can't come up with a very big list, it's totally fine, because it's a process. Now I have, like, my kids laugh at me because I have sticky notes on the mirror that says, you totally got this, you are amazing, and things like that. And just affirmations all over my house. And so they kind of make fun of me, but they know what I'm about, they know who I am. And so it's kind of just a tongue-in-cheek, kind of teasing me type of thing. But affirmations is really a great thing. At first, though, you might think you're lying to yourself. So if I tell you to just go around and say affirmations and say, money comes to me easily. I'm deserving of everything in the world. You might say, you are a liar. You're lying to yourself, right? So that's where you kind of work on things, and then you keep going at it because it gets easier over time. At first, when I started doing this, I was like, okay, I'm a money magnet, telling myself I'm a money magnet. Money comes easily to me. And then I'm thinking, God, why you're lying to yourself, but keep working at it. I promise you that it will get easier. There's so many tips. I don't have time to go into all of them today, but there's meditation, there's NLP, there's EFT tapping, where you tap on different points on your body and you say, I deeply love myself. I'm not where I want to be financially, but it's okay. I deeply love and accept myself. Working with a counselor, hypnotherapy. There's, journaling is a massive one. We can journal so many just negative emotions and things out. In fact, that's what I used the majority of 2.5 years of working on a poor relationship with my dad. And the majority of it was just journaling and journaling and journaling. And then when I, journaling some more. So, but I wrote a book. My book is called Dust Yourself Off, My Dear, 9 Lessons for Living Your Best Life. And it was all about just healing, just your relationship with anything and everyone, including people, with money, with just toxic relationships with your past, and making friends with your past. And then my last tip, and then I'm gonna wrap it up here, is, and I talked about it before, gratitude. Just being simply grateful for the small things and the large things, because maybe you're working on your relationship with money, but you could be grateful for anything. You can be grateful for finding a quarter on the ground. You can be grateful for a phone call from a friend or a family member. You can be grateful that, you've got a full refrigerator of food, or, a bag of oranges. I don't care. Grateful, just gratitude for anything and everything. And being grateful attracts more reasons to be grateful in your life. So that is all that I have today. I will turn this over to Gisela here in a minute. I'm so happy to see you guys today. And then we've got Gisela Menjivar up, and she's going to talk about more money tips. So take it away.
Hey, Gisela, I think you're muted. I'm sorry, honey. Are you muted? Because I don't hear you.
Here we go.
There you
go.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, wonderful. Technology has been one of those things for this year. It's something that we all have to work with. I have so many stories to tell you about my Zoom experiences from the moment that I started to now. We will probably continue to do it for the rest of the next coming months as we come out of what we're going through. But it was so nice to hear from both of you ladies. I really do appreciate this event because, people need to hear these things, from, the drinks that we should or shouldn't be drinking. I love this topic, Ronnie. I think a lot of us will get a lot from it. I took my notes here on what I'm not supposed to be drinking this holiday. And of course, the money tips that Beth just talked about. So I want to send a happy holidays to you guys. I do have something important to talk to you about, which a lot of people don't really think about, which is financial planning during the holiday season. But I'm going to connect it with this whole gift of giving, right? And the pleasure that we have to finish this year and to start a new one. And we all want to start the new year with the right focus. So let's look at what we really should be thinking about taking action in for our financial well-being in 2021. So One of the things that we want to do, obviously that should have been completed this year, and if you haven't, you need to take it into the next year, is that 3 things that are very, very necessary for financial independence. And I really feel that if you haven't met with a financial agent or haven't talked about this amongst yourself, this is something that I would love for you to do within the next couple of weeks. This is truly the roadmap that should be planted this year to take into it. So whatever you did throughout the year, if you didn't finalize it, if you didn't do it, if you didn't get to it, let's take the next 3 things and let's go ahead and take care of it. Because I really feel that it would be amazing for you to start your 2021 with the right process. So the first thing is 3 things necessary is first, having the right type of life insurance. You know, there's so many different types of life insurances out there. I mean, we hear about them all the time. And in reality, I mean, you know, we all know that for many of us, with what's been going on with the last couple of months, I mean, it's just been really, really tough for everyone, right? So I want to give you guys some insight that there are some policies that are not just life insurance policies, but also can act as sort of a saving plan. And what's nice about having it under life insurance is the fact that it can be income tax free. And we all want to pay our taxes, right? Due diligence in that. But wouldn't it be amazing if we didn't have to pay so much taxes on our investments when our investments do quite well? So this would be based on the IRS code 7702. There is cash value life insurance, and there are several types. I prefer, of course, the index universal life, but some people do have whole life. Some people have just universal. All of them have wonderful things to offer, but I do really think that it is a product that nowadays has become super, super important for all of us. The next one is, we're going to talk about is the annuity plan. The annuity plan as a savings and rollover factor. The annuity plans right now have become very common for individuals who were working and had to leave their job, you know, were, you know, taken out of a job, whatever the cause of it. You have this 401k or 403b, or you have an IRA, you like to lock it in a little bit more, have some more money for later, put some safety behind it. You know, how does an annuity work? I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about an annuity, and I'm more than willing to sit down with you and talk about that. That's probably one of the things that we're offering here as the 3 of us go and provide some great prizes for you guys, is we want to give you the right education. Financial literacy is super important. So if you are thinking about a rollover, find out a little bit more about that. Do it soon. I think it's a really great, adequate way to keep your, you know, yourself in the market, but at a safety situation. The last one is long-term care, which is skilled attendance of home care. You know, whether facility care or care that you're going to be needing as you grow older, when you can't move or, you know, do a lot of the things that most, you know, elderly people can do. For me personally, it's been a trying time in the last couple of months, hearing people that have, you know, gone through so much in their illness. I think this is a very good lesson learned, that even after sickness, there comes some recuperation. So all of that requires finances, and we don't really think about that area because we obviously don't want to consider us sick anytime, but it is something that can happen to us. So long-term care is an important topic to have, especially as you come into your older years, over 50. If someone hasn't spoken to you, that is definitely a financial focus that you got to have this year going into 2021. Do it soon. It's going to make sense for you. Let me tell you, these 3 things are going to be financially better for you to create an independence where you're not going to depend on Social Security or family members or a job, benefits, and all that kind of stuff, that you are taking total control of your finances. So again, my name is Gisela Menjivar. This is my contact number. I'm so thrilled to offer you these quick tips. And as we finish off here, I want to throw this back at Ronnie. We want to give you some insight on what will happen with these videos that we're showing you. We'd love to hear from you. If you see them on Facebook, if you see them on Instagram, you know, send us a hello. Let us know that you like them. Give us a thumbs up. Provide us your email address. We're more than willing to send you out some more information. At the end of the day, when you have a guidance, right, a counselor, someone that's giving you, you know, really what you need to do it right, you can't go wrong. So thank you again, Gisela Menjivar, and have yourself a rowing future. Ronnie, passing it on to you.
I know what Gisela just gave you is very broad brush because she can get in so much detail and in a way that makes you feel at ease. And of course, Beth, I mean, the thing about, does self-love really help you in how you handle your money and your family's economy and budget? Absolutely. And she has plenty of examples of people who she has helped and how it has helped them. And I myself, I love what I do. I love helping people with their health, your why you want to be healthy, why you want your body to look in a certain way, how it makes you feel. Okay. So we're offering this to you to connect with you. So please do go #replay, contact us. We're going to give you our information. In fact, we'll put the PowerPoint up right now, and we're going to post this on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. So go ahead and Giselle, and put in our PowerPoint with our information. And we are going to expect you to contact us with your questions. We'd love to answer any of your questions in more detail and more personal questions that pertain to you. Anything at all. Ask Gisela, ask Beth, ask me. Also, we're going to be, along with this video, we're going to send you another one on Tuesday that has to do with other things. Mine is really going to be about planning your fitness. It sounds like, oh yeah, okay, here's your program that some trainer gave you. No, 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 no. Beth is going to talk about really emotionally connecting with your finances, and Gisela has even more to talk to you about. I know for one that I finally wrapped my brain around annuities, and wow, it really has changed how I handle a lot of my savings. So we're going to send you out a fresh new topic on Tuesday, and on Thursday, join us live. Tell your friends, come aboard, because we're going to have some giveaways. Yes, just gifts. We're going to have some giveaways, but you have to be live. So join us at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, December 10th. It's going to be another blast, a live blast. We're going to go live on Facebook, live on Zoom. We're going to have some giveaways, some really good information, solid, wonderful, connecting information. Why? Because it's the season of giving, and we want to give to you because we want to connect and we want to help the world in the best way we know how. So we're using our talents and skills. All right. See you there. Email us, contact us, ask us any questions. We love to talk about what we know about. All right. Happy holidays, and enjoy your teetotaling, your mocktails, and enjoy the information we're giving you here, and share. Ciao. Happy holidays.